This is the Rusted Willow, and my name is Tammy. And this is where we do high-end DIYs, thrift flips, and trash to treasure. So let's get started. All right, guys, today is a collaboration with my friends, and it is called Last Thing Thrifted. So I, for some reason, got my days mixed up. So I totally missed Sunday when I was supposed to post this. But here we go. So I thrifted this huge clock. It measures 30 inches for $3 at one of my thrift stores. And I just loved it because I was going to make myself a sign out of this clock. So the first thing I do is clean it really good. It is plastic, so it's really lightweight. And then I go ahead and I remove all the screws because I want to get the clock face off the back. So I get this removed, and I don't think that the clock actually keeps time. And then I stash away those tiny little screws. Now, it just happened to be raining the last couple days, so I haven't been able to spray paint outside, but it is misting right now, and I have to get this done. So we are outside at night spray painting the frame, and I want to get a good coat of spray paint on there. I don't do it perfect, and you can see it has white speckles on it because it's raining outside. So I get as much spray paint on there as I can, and because I need the paint to stick to this plastic. I am using Fusion's Coal Black to paint this clock face. And I wish I would have got some spray paint on the inside of this clock round because the paint was having a hard time sticking to the plastic on the inside for some reason, but it did perfect on the outside. So I give this clock face 2 good coats of this Fusion Coal Black. And I'm just using my brush that I get on Amazon. It's like $5.99, and I love it because it has the pointed round tip, and it gets into all the nooks and crannies, and it's easy to clean. So because I was having issues with the paint sticking on the inside of this clock frame, I went ahead and pulled out my black rub and buff, and I put that on the inside to cover some of the white that was peeking through. And this seemed to work perfectly fine. The only thing I was having trouble with was trying to figure out if that was paint on my finger or rub and buff. This clock was huge. It barely fit on my desk. So the tile that I have is 24 inches wide, 24 inches deep and 36 inches wide. So this clock measured 30 inches across. And now after all that dries, I'm going to use my Dixie Belle gator hide. And when you use this, you want to make sure that you give it a good stir. It needs to be stirred up really, really well because you want a nice even coat. And I don't know what is wrong with the picture here. I think my lens was dirty and I didn't realize it. But I am just covering this with the gator hide because I'm going to be hanging this sign outside, and I have been wanting one of these for quite a while. My sister found a beautiful round frame. I couldn't find a round frame that I liked that was nice and heavy. She found a beautiful wood white frame, and she actually bought a design off of Etsy and did this last year. and I've been wanting to make one ever since, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna find me a round frame, and all I could find were clocks. So I have a stash of clocks now that I need to make signs out of, which work out perfectly fine because this one is very lightweight, so you can hang it off of just a simple nail, or you can lean it up against your fireplace or on your mantle. So you can hang it or you can lean it. Okay, so now I am using this glass cleaner that I love. My friend actually and her husband own a replacement glass company, and that they opened here in town. So if you get a rock chip when traveling through Hutchinson, Kansas, give them a call and they will fix you right up. They are amazing. But this glass cleaner I love, and my husband actually dropped a full one and broke the tip off. We couldn't get anything out of it. Anyway, so I gotta go get some more. But this does a fabulous job on this glass. Now, don't do this. I used washi tape to give me some level lines so that I could line up my vinyl and try to get it as straight as possible. So instead of using washi tape, which I've never used before, I should have used painter's tape or just used a Sharpie. So next time I will be using a Sharpie because this turned out to be a total mess. Now I'm just laying out my design, trying to get the spacing right. And I like to cut my design as close to the words or the image as possible, because if it's kind of in a tight spot, I want to see exactly where it's supposed to go and how it's going to lay there. And I was thinking I wouldn't have enough room, but I actually had plenty of room. And guys, I will link this design for you down below in my description box because I created this in Cricut Design Space. So I will link it for you down below in my description box for free, because I don't know how to get designs out of Cricut Design Space and put them on my Etsy store. I have no idea. So that's something I'm going to have to work on. But now I'm just trying to find center. And then I'm going to add another piece of washi tape. Just to help me find center when I put my signs down, when I put my vinyl down. Now, I don't use the lines. They're just there for reference. So I can say, I can see, like, did I get it straight? Is it kind of straight? Is it not straight? Now, is it perfect? No. Did I get everything straight? Probably not, but it's straight enough for my eyes. I don't know if that's good or bad, honestly, at this point. But I do love how this turns out. So you're going to have to tell me if you've seen anything like this made out of old clocks, because I just love it. And when I was taking this clock apart, I was thinking of Sherry at Canterbury Cottage. She would be so proud of me because she makes all kinds of stuff out of clocks. Now guys, like I said before, this is a collaboration with my friends, so make sure to go over and visit the playlist. I will have that link down below in my description box, as well as each of their channels. And I was asked to collaborate with them. Now, I completely messed up the day. I was thinking it was Tuesday, but it was actually Sunday. So that's why I am late getting this posted, because I was working on dressers and a vanity and flipping furniture all weekend. And I thought, I have plenty of time. I actually designed this last week and cut it out, so it was just waiting for me to put it on the clock face, and thank goodness it was, because I thought, well, I don't know, I just thought I had plenty of time, and then I completely missed the collaboration day altogether. So shame on me. And yeah, I just need to keep better track of what day it is, because when I come home on Friday, I am busy in the garage flipping furniture all weekend, and I just lose track of time, and I lose track of what day it is, and I don't know if that's a good thing or not. So I am just working on getting these centered and pulled off of the backing, and I like to turn mine over and roll the backing paper off. That is what works for me the best when removing the backing from the vinyl. Now here I am all done getting the vinyl on the face of the clock, and now I'm having trouble getting this washi tape off of the back. So I spray some glass cleaner on there, and then I have to get my razor blade out to get this washi tape off. I had no idea that it was going to stick to the glass that well. I guess I shouldn't have cleaned it before I stuck it down. Guys, if you're returning, I want to thank you so much. And if you're new here, if you would please consider subscribing, I would appreciate it, and it would help out my channel tremendously. I'm trying to get to 20,000 before the first of the year, and that is my goal. So after I get this all cleaned up and the vinyl stuck down, I am using this epoxy again. Now, I've only used it once before. If you haven't seen that video, I can link that up in the cards for you right here. But it works amazing, and I am going to use it. Now, it's kind of a pain to get out, honestly. It's really difficult for me because my hands don't want to work that well. But once you get it going and it does come out, oh my gosh, the adhesive power this stuff has is amazing. And this one little tube actually went around the whole clock. So it worked amazing. I filled it in all the way around, and I just skipped to the end because you guys don't need to see me putting that all over. And then I just put the glass back where it fits and push that down. Now be careful when you're going around the edges. I shouldn't have done that with my finger, because I could have cut myself, because it is very thin and sharp glass. So I had to be careful not to break it. And then after you get this pushed down, just let it sit for a little while. I keep cleaning mine, and honestly, I got glue on the back of the glass, and you can just use some alcohol and wipe that clean. Now, this is actually a dresser that I picked up on, I was going to say Friday, but no, I picked it up on Saturday. I went thrifting on Saturday with my husband. We went to breakfast, went thrifting. This dresser was $50 at one of my favorite thrift stores, and I'm actually going to use this in my nursery. So I have a new grandbaby coming in January, and I am redoing the nursery a little bit, just a little bit. And I am going to get this cleaned up and do some repairs to it and get it ready for the nursery. All right, guys, I just want to tell you that this collaboration is with Shabby Meets Bling, Indiana Jones, Up All Night, DIY with Monica, and Repurposed My Way. Now, I love each and every one of these ladies' channels. I watch them all the time. Please go over and show them some love for me and let them know that Tammy sent you. I know you will enjoy their channels if you don't watch them already. Let me know what you think about my thrift flip, and I want to thank you so much for stopping by. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that like button because it really helps out my channel, and I will see you in the next one.